Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Tannehill being chased out left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. Bullock's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Tannehill on 1st down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. On play action, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans have moved out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This take it in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
19.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw out wide to Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
19 tight.
Geno now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his tight end Fant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Geno. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task. And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into error. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jeff Swaim. As the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Bullet good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Catch is made by Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ready? Moving 19. 3. Pass the 3. Pass the 3.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Henry up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A toss left, Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. Bullock's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Christian Thornton.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Running left, it's Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titan.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just laying you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It didn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Let's go.
They'll run for it with Henry. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Winston.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They run. It's Kamara. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Henry again on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. First down, Winston. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On second and a long way to go. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A first down throw for Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So second and 4 from the 22. Again, it's Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. but it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch them?
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there for us in incompletion.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I think completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here's Winston.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Thornton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the air again with Winston. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Looks good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Tannehill. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Onyemata breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers. Just 2 for 7 throwing the football. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Christian Thornton. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go on fourth, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the out route. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And brought down, but not
before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Titans.
Now Tannehill. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Henry running right. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
They set up the screen for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Tannehill on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's second and a yard.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for the Saints.
Play fake. Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, "Guy."
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at on 3rd and 10. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Throwing Tannehill. And this is caught. They got him. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Winston here to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Kamara trying again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshake. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So this one a victory.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kill, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had said. 25. Jameis going to look to throw right away. There's Chris Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Winston flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground, Hall, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there and help them relax a little bit.
Ball again on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Taken in at the 11. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
That's something he thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Winston now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, Winston. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 10-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is caught. It's Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll look to run with Hall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On 3rd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A solid stiff arm. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
First down, New York.
Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown! Breece Hall, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
Saints 10. Brings Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same and what they plan to do on offense.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
He's got him in, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. A first down throw for Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here we go with Kamara. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what...
And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd and a long way to go. Winston steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. All again on 2nd down.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Prentice taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He had already had an interception earlier. Now Charleston says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back to the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down. Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, for that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that, being a safety.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of you guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Wilson. He stiff-arms him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they've trimmed that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping and track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know